Hello, and welcome to Mee Gindys.
It's Beth at H back again for another week of ramblings and wonderings, just exploring the fantastic place that is the Isle of Man.
And you say ramblings? We are actually rambling today. I've got a little trick to show you, which may or may not work, as always the case. You've got your magic book again.
I'm intrigued already by the challenge, which I am assuming is why you have a £10 note and a 50p piece sitting atop a bottle.
Correct.
I get very excited by seeing £10 notes. You don't actually see many notes around now, do you? Because people are moving towards just using their phone, using their card and whatever. It's very exciting seeing one.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I was thinking, we are rapidly becoming a cashless society. I never thought, but I would ever get that way. And to be fair, I do normally have some money in my wallet. But the number of people now, particularly people of the younger generation, they just don't carry cash.
I don't.
One.
But you know what I really love is finding a penny on the street.
Do you pick it up?
Yes, absolutely. See a penny, pick it up all day long, you'll have good luck. And then there was another bit of the rhyme, which I think mentioned something about giving it to somebody else and they had good luck too. I kind of make that little bit up.
I do, yeah. Does it rhyme with luck? No, I don't know. I just pick it up on the basis that I'll be slightly more wealthy.
Well, it's also lucky though, isn't it? How amazing. Even if it's just like a little penny. I've never found a note on the floor yet. But
Oh, I have.
Have you?
Yeah. In fact, quite recently I found a £5.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yep. Not a million miles from here, just outside here in...
that was mine.
Was it yours?
Yeah.
Oh, to give you back then, yeah, there's tenner there.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks.
And I did find a tenner when we were on holiday about a year ago.
Oh, what a feeling that was.
I offered to take everyone to the pub, which was a bad mistake because the round cost £15. Anyway... Here we are again. Yes, so a few little joys, one of which is this time of year, spring, and being out and about. And there is nothing better to lift your soul than to go for a walk in the lovely Manx countryside. Any time of the year works, I think, depending on your mood and what you're after. It can be lovely in winter, as long as it's not lamping it down with rain, unless you're really hardcore. But spring has a special attraction for a lot of people. And you sort of mentioned this one, and I think people do know it, and there's probably more than one on the island. I don't know. I wonder how many there are, but daffodil walks.
That's it, yeah. So this is a walk that I have done for the past couple of years. Before that, I have to say, I didn't even know it existed. And as you say, it exists at all times of the year, but there's something extra special about March time, I think, when the daffodils are out. Of course, we've just had that fairly... cold snap over the past week or so I'm not sure how they're faring down there.
Well, my daffies in the garden have survived.
Have they?
Yeah,
oh, that's good.
Yeah. So I think we get there.
Yeah, but I think there might still be a couple of weeks left. If this is a place that you haven't been to, we would well recommend it.
A little group of us went down. You head down to Port Grenier, park up down there. Don't block the road, of course. I eventually found it after a while and joined up with the rest who were already yomping up the track.
Do you know what? I have done this walk a lot of times, but never at this time of year. So I am a daffodil walk newbie.
You've done the daffodil walk without the daffodils?
Without the daffs, yeah. Because it's a beautiful walk anyway, to be honest. It's a really nice little place to come to. It's all beautifully laid out and it's usually quite quiet. Not today. My word, there's a lot of people here today.
Busy, yeah, busy.
But it's lovely. The daffs seem to be coming out everywhere now, all around the island, which is fab. I've even got some in my little garden.
Hey, well, you see, it's a sign of spring, isn't it? Although, yes, invariably the daffs come out and then we seem to get a little cold snap, which seems to be the case. Although, yeah, we might get the odd wintry shower, but I think happily we're not going to get anything too much to damage the daffodils. So do you do the walk all the way around then, or do you just do the little walk up and down this route here?
Where does it go all the way around?
You can sort of go further down and go up onto the coast or down.
Lovely, yeah, and you come right back and then you come up through
that.
the beach. Yeah, it's really lovely.
Oh, I would love to do that sometime. That'd be great.
It doesn't take that long, actually. I don't know what everyone's plan is today, so we'll see. But yeah, it's just like a little oasis here. And I always think, whenever I walk along these paths, it's amazing to think that this path exists the whole time. And you kind of forget that it's here. It's weird, isn't it?
It is. It's one of those ones, and it goes up to what used to be the old Aragon Hotel. I think those of a certain age might remember, that age being relatively ancient. But yes, the place to go on a Friday and Saturday night back in the day, which was the 50s and 60s, I guess. Now a beautiful private house with suitably beautiful gardens as well. And this little track leads up there. But it's not just the daffies, it's also been planted with trees as you go up in between the wall and the hedge, with some gorgeous blossom as well coming out, so it's that time of year for cherry blossom, and we're sort of heading towards another blossom which we're trying to identify, which looks like is it apple or is it it's not hawthorn, so it's a bit early for May. Is it blackthorn? No, it's that family, whatever it is. Pretty in any case. More to see. So if you go past up all the daffodils and the blossom on the trees, cherry trees, and I think some apple trees there, maybe some wild plum, I don't know, going up the walkway past the old Aragon with all the lovely daffodils going up that walk. And you can carry on up towards, you can go either way I suppose. We've gone up towards Mee Gindys and then you can head back up. Beautiful views down over the coast and gorgeous big houses there as well, tucked to one side, and not bad at this time of the year. Coolish but very pleasant. Let's see who else we've got here. Another word on a happy walker. Oh, it's Siobhan there. Is this a walk you've done before then?
Not this long one, no. I've only sort of looped up around the house.
Oh, something new. So we're just saying, daffodil walk, harbinger of spring. Are you a good daffy fan?
Sure. There's not a lot out today though. It's still a little bit early.
A little bit. Yeah, quite a few out, but not maybe at their pomp.
No, not all there yet. No.
So you can come back in another couple of weeks.
Exactly. Yeah, give it a couple of weeks. I think there'll be
perfect.
signs of spring everywhere.
Well, you could get round and do the whole walk and go all the way down to the south coast.
Yeah, and I will. I'll need a clear day and I'll do it. I'll come back with you, Howard, and we'll do the whole walk again.
Right. I won't be as late next time.
Okay. Yeah, that would be good.
I think we can follow the footpath sign and go cross country. Now then, Linz, do you remember the Aragon?
Yeah.
The Aragon Hotel?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Vaguely,
Yeah.
yes. I do now you've said it.
That's the old Aragon back there we just walked past, of course.
Ah, of course, yes.
But it used to
Hadn't
be back-
realised.
Yeah, beautiful private house now. But
Yes, yeah, like most of them.
all of them.
Yeah. And yeah, it's amazing all these places. When you think that how many visitors used to come out to these places as well.
Oh, massively,
You
yeah.
know, the coaches all came out, didn't they? And you know, it was to go and stay in these out-of-the-way hotels.
Do you like to get out and see the daffodils and the spring bulbs on any of these walks at this time of the year?
Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I get out as much as I can. Absolutely brilliant. We're so lucky here on the island, aren't we? It's got so many places to walk, and it's just all beautiful. I mean, when you look at the sky now over to our right, it's just absolutely stunning.
It is just coming into that time of the year, that turn of the year again, where spring's definitely in the air, but it's
Still a bit.
still good. I mean, some brave lad's got his shorts on, which I thought about, but
There's always one. There's always one.
I didn't think we were quite into shorts weather yet.
No, not quite.
Right, we'll plug on down to head back down towards the sort of coast somewhat. You might have heard a chopper earlier on. I think there was I don't know whether it's Coast Guard or what it was doing the circling round there, but always something to see when you're out on some of these walks. Either you go out for the flowers, or you go out for the fresh air, or you go out for a certain, I don't know, type of scenery. You'll almost always bump into something else, which is one of the great wonderings, I guess, of going for a walk in the Manx countryside. You can hear the sea in the background. And if you come round and make a little loop of this, you can come back along the coastal footpath through the gorse, which is in bloom. But of course, as you know, gorse is in bloom every month of the year. What's the old saying? Kissing's in season when the gorse is in bloom. Is it something like that? So for those of you who are fans of kissing, good news. And of course, there's Manx gorse and there's European gorse. And the Manx one, of course, is the one with the barb, or the curved spike. The European one's got a straight spike. Trust the Manx to be a little bit more vicious. What are you chuckling away there
I love the
about?
fact at this point everyone's just left you and you're just meandering on your own, your thoughts just coming out of your head. If only you could go on a daffodil walk, see gorse and bring it back to kissing.
Listen, I know you're pulling a face when you listen to that, so you just made that up. I have not made up.
That is
kissing
not a
is in
saying.
season when gorse is in flower.
No, I mean, it doesn't even rhyme for
Right.
a kick-off.
Let us know if you've heard of this. Howard Kane at maxradio.com or Beth Espy at maxradio.com. I say that is a saying. Kissing's in season when the gorse is in flower.
That's just what you say to the girls.
And you think I've just made that up
You have, you've
in
made
a
it up.
vague hope that I'll be able to kiss more girls.
Yeah, you've made it up completely.
I haven't. Any more than I have European and Manx gorse. Anyway, there's more of that little walk in a few moments. Hopefully, we'll sort of get to the end of it.
Do you find your friends
get some
again?
tea. Well, I don't know whether they're trying to tell me something. Bearing in mind there are about 10 of us. And, I think to be absolutely fair, I'd stop for a wee. Just
On the gorse?
No, not on the gorse. Just... No, I'll leave it there. When he kisses you, started waving that in someone's face, would you? Right, okay.
I wouldn't wave it near the gorse. Anyway, we've reached the challenge point of the
It's
programme,
sort of,
have we?
one of these little curiosities and whatever. So,
If I get it, can I keep the tenner?
no, I generously think I am.
Right, okay, go on.
So, no, it's not your tenner. So all you have to do then is, so we have a water bottle here in front
Water
of
bottle.
Beth. There's a water
Plastic
bottle,
water
right?
bottle, yeah.
And the plastic water bottle, and then there's a £10 note on top of the plastic water bottle with a 50p piece on top of the £10 note of the lid.
Okay.
And what you have to do is remove the £10 note from under the 50p piece without knocking the bottle over and only using one finger.
What? Using one finger?
One finger,
So
yeah.
I'm trying to get the £10 note. Am I wanting to leave the 50 pence piece on top of the
Correct.
bottle?
You've got to leave the 50 pence piece there. You've got to take the... you've got to get the £10 note to go and not knock the bottle over.
Okay, so...
With just one finger.
Right. Well, first attempt didn't work. One finger?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right, so I'm just tapping it gently.
There's a lot of gentle work going on
Oh,
here.
can I touch the 50p?
Pardon me?
Can I touch the 50p?
No.
Have you just made that rule up, or is that an actual
No, that's
rule?
part of the thing. You can't touch the bottle. You can't touch the 50p. You can just touch the £10 note, and you can only use one finger.
Okay. I'm going to say can't do it. Is this going to be a really obvious one that I'm going to groan at?
Not necessarily. It may or may not work. I've tried it before, and I have got it to work in the past.
Right, okay. Well, I've had a few attempts, and I mean, no. Okay, no, I can't do it.
All right, you do need a sort of fairly new note for this, but
Right.
Okay.
So, Howard has now moved towards the bottle. Oh, right, it's turned the note over.
Sorry, 'cause you can go that way if you want.
Okay, so it's curling up slightly. Right, so
Yeah.
just making sure that it's all set up. 50p in the middle.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah. Oh no, it's fallen off.
That wasn't it. Right, let's try again. Okay, here we go. So try
Okay.
it that way around.
Right,
Just it's a bit awkward. I'm sitting
right.
away from the microphones. So
Okay.
let's do it that way. Right. You ready?
All right, we're ready.
Okay.
We're ready. Oh, he's licked his finger.
Oh,
Ah,
didn't work.
didn't work at all. So what you've essentially done there is licked your finger
Lick
and
your finger.
flicked the note.
Correct, and it
Right.
should, if you can get it right.
No, can't get it right.
No, it's not going to work now. I did it
Gosh, the
before,
evenings
but-
just fly by, don't they, when this programme's on? Whew. Right, here we go. He's licked
One
it
more,
again, and he's just no.
No! Go on, you can have a go.
Right, I'll have a go now. I know what I'm doing. So, lick my finger.
Yeah.
Is that important?
That is important, yeah. Got to get a bit of grip. Yay! You got it.
did
You
it.
did it. Oh, well done. There you go. Well, that's nice. It worked. Worked for Beth, not for me. But it's a good little, yeah. It's one of those little bar, one of those bar.
I'm so happy with
I think it's one of those
myself.
pub bets where you bet, as you say, either your pint of beer
Wow.
or your bottle of beer or your £10 note.
That's
That was very
brilliant.
good. You got it.
Oh no, didn't get it the second time.
See, I
Should have
practiced
left
before
it.
you came up and I got it. Now, of course, when you're here, I can't do it at all now.
No, well, I can't do it again. But I did it once.
You did do it, though. No,
I did do it.
absolutely. I'll give you
So-
that. I'll give you that.
No. Okay, never mind.
You're on it, though.
Yeah. Should we have another little delve in my Laxey book.
Oh, yes. So tell us
Okay.
more. Just remind us.
So this is a little book of Laxey, a miscellany of incidents, accidents and hot topics from Manx newspapers from 1793 until 1899, compiled and edited by Sue King. And honestly, it's just brilliant. It's one of those ones that you can just dip in and out of, gives you a real sense of what life was like during that time here on the Isle of Man, how things have changed, how some things have stayed the same. So I basically thumb through it and you tell me when to stop.
Okay, stop then.
Okay.
I hope it's something more cheerful this week because it was interesting last week, but a bit sad.
It was a little bit sad. Okay, so this is from January the 9th, 1875. The headline from the Isle of Man Times, opening of Lonnon Board School. On Wednesday last, a public meeting was held in the new schoolroom, South Cape Laxey, to commemorate the official opening of this new educational board school. As it is the first newly erected board school on the island, the handsome and commodious building was comfortably filled with the most respectable inhabitants of the parish. Attorney General James Gell, Esquire, also present, said education had made remarkable progress since various schools began to receive government grants. In the old schools, before the grants, the schoolmaster was often some lame man or someone with a bodily deformity, and it was general belief that if a person was unable to live his livelihood through any bodily ailment, he would do very well for a schoolmaster. But these old-fashioned notions were now exploded, and schoolmasters would be very well fitted to all the responsible positions they were to occupy. For every child that attended the maximum number of 250 times a year, there was a government grant to the school of 6 shillings, and for everyone passing the examination in reading, 4 shillings, writing, 4 shillings, and arithmetic, yes, you've
4
guessed
shillings.
it, 4 shillings. If the grants were lost, the money would have to come out of the ratepayers' pockets. The Reverend Ferrier explained, however, that if a child of, say, 11 years of age was earning money, that child could only attend 150 times a year. This was specially provided for under the Education Act.
11 years of age and working. Those were the days.
Those were the days, weren't they?
Get out there, I tell you. Wonderful stuff. How times have changed. I suppose for the better, have they?
I wonder.
I wonder, indeed. The mind boggles.
Back to the walk then, and are you still wandering around on your own?
I'm trying to catch everyone else up, yeah, and, well, yeah, I think I passed the gorse now. No, I was going to say, listen to that silence, but it's a sort of sound that you get on a walk on the Isle of Man, any time of year, really. And even though, as Christy was just saying as we were walking along, we're fairly close to the airport, being a Sunday, maybe hear a jet in the background, but not much else. Little breeze, I think it's kittiwakes, or I think there might be kittiwakes, something down on the cliffs there, nesting precariously, but don't suppose you worry too much if you can fly. A couple of other birds in the background of unknown origin. Plane just going over now, but glorious. Marvellous. That's the thing with the walk, isn't it? It delights all of the senses. You get your exercise, you get the feeling of the earth, or touching of leaves and bark, you get the wonderful sights, you get the fantastic smells. At the moment, even though I'm a little bit blocked, you can smell the gorse going along this footpath. And then, of course, you get the sounds. Maybe some are man-made, the airplane or whatever, but then it's lovely when you get out. And seemingly, there's no sound at all. And then, of course, your ear attunes to the sound of the sea, rustling of the branches, the birds, seabirds in this case, maybe animals if you're around by a farm, lapping of the sea, creaking of the trees, etc., etc. A little delight for the senses. So you come a bit further down, as you're dropping back down towards where you started, back down to the beach and the holiday cottages down there in Port Greenock. And the last thing I think of, interesting note you come to, is this mound and remnants of an old house. Or so it seems. A bit older than you might think. For if you go to the far side, there's a handy plaque being placed there by our friends at the Manx Museum and National Trust, which tells us it's Cronk Nimeru. I'm saying Meru, I'll be told it's wrong now. Merriu, if you're wondering. A promontory fort with defensive ditch and rampart. The defences probably Iron Age, first few centuries AD, and the foundations of Norse house 10th to 11th century within the fort. And you can see exactly that. What looked like the original walls, stones, central part, all built up on the headland here. Perfect view out over the way to presumably see if there's any other invaders coming in. So a little older than you might think, but also gives that great feeling of the fact that as you paddle around this beautiful part of the island in 2023, kitty wakes, I think. Possibly. Good chat anyway. But yes, people have been doing it for hundreds of years before that. You're treading in the footsteps of your ancestors, as it were. So a good way to end up. Another little site, much more modern along the way, a gorgeous purpose-built luxury home. A little bit further back you might notice, standing empty, it would seem. And those with a good memory might remember why. I think the previous owner is residing in slightly less luxurious premises these days. Never fall foul of the fat man. Let's leave it at that. Oh, nice style to end up here. There we go. Right, back to where we started, back down at Port Greenwich, back down onto the beach. You can probably hear the water in the background. So good little walk, a little bit of everything.
It really is, isn't it? I mean, walking along the cliff there, as long as you don't look down too much and worry about children falling off the edge, it is
Won't go there.
absolutely glorious. And it's the perfect time of day, I would say. So it's just getting a little bit darker now. There weren't too many midges around. Maybe not as many daffodils as there might be in a couple of weeks, but still a good walk all round.
We were saying that. Let's see what others think.
Of the walk, it was beautiful. Do you know what I can't get over is how peaceful it was? It was so still. Everything was so still. Apart from a couple of planes you could hear, it was just a really lovely walk. More daffodils to come, I think. Not quite as many out as I might have thought at this time of year, but it was lovely. And seeing the gorse coming out as well, very nice.
Gorgeous. Worth doing again in a couple of weeks' time then?
Definitely. We've done a similar route before, but not this one. I think this one was better. We've been upgraded today. So yeah, we'll definitely have to do that again.
Yep. And you're on with that? You enjoy that when you've done it before, I gather?
Yes, but not like you say, not the full loop, not the whole way around. Definitely looking forward to do it again when there's some more daffodils out.
There you go. The voice of reason and the voice of expertise there. Check it out any time of the year. Always nice. This time of the year, gorgeous. Just might have to pop in and see how the daffs are getting on if you're a daff fan. But they're out now, probably out for the next 2 or 3 weeks. So if you like to see that carpet of yellow, get out while the going's good. No answer to that. Hopefully the snow hasn't done too much damage. Or it might just put them into suspended animation.
Yes, just a bit like you, really.
Thank you. It is Mee Gindys, H and Beth with you. Time for that lucky dip into the archive. I've run into the archive at the end of the upper corridor at Manx Radio Towers, and I've just grabbed a cassette at random.
Okay.
You ready?
I can't wait. Go on.
There we go then.
Hit the button. Here we go. What's on it today?
1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just testing. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, very good, very impressive.
Now, my special guest today is definitely a celebrity in the true sense of that word. It's very hard to find a genuine one these days, I think. He's certainly a household name throughout the nation, throughout the British Isles, and he is that amiable ombudsman of Radio 2's BBC's airwaves, Jimmy Young. Nice to welcome you to Manx Radio.
Nice to be with you, Joe.
I don't know whether you've ever spoken on Manx Radio before.
No, I haven't.
You?
This is a first.
Ah, well, now, I am honoured. doubly honoured. But you know, Jimmy, I always think that there's a large slice of your current audience who know nothing about a startling career of yours and starting off career. In fact, you have really kept the personal Jimbo under wraps. Very successfully, haven't you?
The personal Jimbo, a young Geraldine Jameson
I
with the Jimmy Young.
That's incredible, isn't it? Oh, we miss Geraldine so much. What a wonderful thing to be able to hear her voice again today.
Always wonderful. There will be more next week of Wonders. Ball lightning one week as well, I believe. Take care.
Bye.